Hello, what's up guys? Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about tenants association and how can you get your deposit back from your landlord and what are your rights, and if you have to go to court, what is happening, how can you handle this, and how much you pay, and so on. This type of things we're going to talk about today. So the reason that I chose this topic is because taking your deposit back is a common problem in Germany, and it happened even twice to me, so that's why I chose this. And I see a lot of people that they are also having this problem. Of course, it is not always happening. I can't say every time it is like this, but just be prepared. So that's why I chose this topic. Before I was thinking maybe it was happening because I was a student or I was foreigner or so on, but then I realized no, this is also happening to Germans, and this is also happening even if you are a worker. Yeah, so even if you are an employee, this can happen to you. So it is just maybe the coincidence, but this happened to me twice, so that's why I decided to make a video about it. So maybe this is going to help you guys as well. So let's talk about a little bit what is Mieterverein. So in German it is Mieterverein, but in English tenants association. So they basically protect your rights against your landlord, and they tell you what are your rights. They do also all paperwork for you. I mean, when I say like that, for example, they are sending a letter to your landlord, and also they are sending you a copy of it. So, and basically you have to, I think, only pay 90 euro per year because it is an association. So if you're a member of tenants association, basically they are paying everything for you. So starting from first year you have to only pay 200 euro if you are going to court, but even if you lose, then they are paying everything for you. You only have to pay 200 euro. If starting from fourth year, they are paying everything for you. So basically, even if you lose or even if something goes wrong, you will have insurance. So you are protected by tenants association. So this is a perfect thing because most of the people they don't know this, right? So this can be because of your deposit or because of other stuff, so it depends. But today I want to focus on more how did I get my deposit back, and I had to go to court, and what happened, and how tenants association supported me in any aspects. So okay, let's talk about that. So what's happening here, if you have to move out and your deposit has to be paid normally in 6 months, so you have to wait normally 6 months, and before you move out you have to of course send a letter, and you have to get their signature that you are moving actually out, and it has to be 3 months before your movement, so they know you will be moving out and they can find a person for you. So but if you find another person, of course you can move earlier. Generally the landlord is accepting this. I'm not so sure if this is legal, but yeah, I think it should be, because I also did like that, and yeah, so I had found a person instead of me, and the landlord accepted that, and I had also this paper, I signed it, and before I was moving out I also got a paper from the landlord that there is no problem in the flat. So this is very important. So try to get this paper, this letter, so you can fill this out, and then while you are moving out, make sure that he signs it. So, but even though you don't get it, you don't get his signature, normally it shouldn't be a problem, because in front of the court, if you didn't do anything and if they are just keeping your money, without any explanation, you will most probably win. So tenants association has their own assessors and consultants, and they are also working with the lawyers together. So all of them are experienced people. They all know what they are doing, and if they tell you will probably win this case, I will definitely trust them. And if you have insurance, then go for it. So let me explain what happened to me. I already a little bit explained it, but what happened to me when I was moving out, I took this letter as well, and he signed it, and everything was good. Then I waited 6 months, and before this situation happened, with my old landlord, I had another problem. Again, they didn't want to pay my deposit back, and after that I started to be a member of tenants association. So in this situation, when it happened second times, I had already insurance, and it was perfect for me. So I didn't really care anything. I was like, I will go for it. I will go to court and win this case. I was always telling this, and it happened like that. So yay! Even though I did not have insurance for the first time, tenants association told me that if we go to court, we will win. So it is better to go. Let me tell you this first of all. What happens? They generally don't keep all the money, because if they keep, for example, 1,500 euro, you will definitely go to court. They keep almost half of it, or they keep all, maybe just 1 month. So like, I don't know, maybe 500 or 300 euros. So they maybe try to make you to not go to court, because if you go to court, first of all, you have to pay something. Then if they win, you have to pay also their payment, their lawyer, the court payment, everything, and additional payments, or also there's an 5% invest payment, this type of things. So most of the people, they are afraid of it. They don't want to go to this path. And the problem is, this is not happening just like that. You have to really fight for it. I mean, not you, basically, in this situation, your lawyer is fighting for it, but this is a long situation. So it doesn't happen in 1 month. The case, maybe for me, I think it took more than maybe 1.5 years or something. So in this case, again, tenants association is writing to the landlord, and they are giving, for example, 14 days, like, please answer us, please pay the payment, please pay back the deposit in 14 days. And if you still didn't see any email or didn't hear anything from the landlord, then they are actually writing a couple more times again. They also, I mean, we also don't want to go to court, but if you still don't get your money back, I mean, you work hard, you earn this money, this is your money. They are not allowed to keep it without telling a reason, or even there is a reason, probably that reason make no sense. Seriously. So what happened to me? I said I took this signature that there was no problem with the flat, and then I waited 6 months, and I did not get any email, any information, anything. Then before, I had in a similar situation as I told you. This time I didn't write to landlord. I immediately wrote to tenants association, and I told them that this guy still didn't pay my deposit back, so what can we do? And they sent the letter to the landlord. There was no information. They sent again, nothing. I think maybe they sent again, and third time the guy sent an answer, or second time, I'm not so sure, whatever. So he wrote that he's going to keep this money because there was additional payment had to happen. So which additional payment? Like, you know what I mean? I mean, this guy is keeping your money, and if you don't know anything about your rights, he's going to say, yeah, you had to pay this payment, and that's why I'm keeping. And assessors from the tenants association, they immediately react on it, and they say, which one? I mean, no, this is not correct. You did not mention this in the contract. You had to mention this in the contract, otherwise we are not paying anything. Again, what am I doing at the time? I'm just getting the letters and reading them. That's it. And in the end, the guy still didn't pay the payment. Then Tenants Association said, okay, if you are not paying this deposit until this time, we are going to court. And I think maybe he did not believe that. Because before also, like, they generally say like you are going to court, but when the lawyer sends you the payment, when you see that, for example, for the first time, when I want to go to court for another old landlord, I had to pay like 1,300 euro or something. And I didn't want to pay this because what I had to get back was like 250 euro or something. And that's why most of the people, they actually say, okay, no, then I'm not doing it. I don't want to pay too much, and if I lose, maybe he has something, and if I lose, then I have to pay even more. That's why they are like, okay, who cares, 200 euro. But it's not like that. This is your money. And how I got back that 250 euro, we were keep calling the guy, and one time I told one of my friends, so he was German, he basically yelled the guy a little bit, and then they paid my payment back. And that's why for the first time I did not go to court, because I got my money back. But for the second time, I was already a part of Tenants Association, so basically I went to court because I had the insurance. So I paid only 200 euro and at the beginning, and since I won the case, this guy, your landlord, your old landlord basically, has to pay everything. He basically paid my lawyer, he paid the court payment, he paid his lawyer, he paid additional 5% invest, because he kept the money, so he did not. So I think it was also for monthly, every month they put 5% invest on it. So that's why I highly recommend you to be a part of I mean, at least if this is happening also to you several times, and you are like, I'm done with this, I don't want this anymore, then you can go and at least talk to them and ask them what are your rights, and help and get help from them. They are really helping. They're really great people. They know what they are doing. And they are helping immediately. They are like immediately doing it. So after I paid this 200 euro, if you have already insurance, if you are 4 years a member of Tenants Association, you don't pay anything at all. But in my case, I had to pay 200 euro to the lawyer, not to Tenants Association. So to lawyer, I have to pay. And the lawyer started to work on this case immediately. They immediately contacted, I think, my old landlord, and immediately told him that, I mean, with the letter, of course, you're not knocking the door and telling you got sued. No, it's not happening like that. So so yeah, he got the letter. And the good thing is, every time when they send a letter to the landlord or his lawyer, you always get a copy. So we were like always like, what is going on? So you just read what is happening. Everything all has to be done by tenants association or by your lawyer. So while this conversation was still going on and the case was still not closed, this old landlord sent me a message like, can you send your bank account, I will send you money back, something like that. And then I was like, what is it? Then I took the screenshots and I sent everything to tenants association and my lawyer, and I told them I don't want to have any conversation with this person, and he was also asking my new address. I don't want to do anything at all with this guy, can you please handle everything? Then they immediately wrote me like, yes, we are handling it, don't you worry, you don't need to do anything. And these people has to learn. I'm actually here to teach something to these people. I hope some of them watch this video, that they understand they have no right to keep this money. This is not their money. They have to keep this money in the Sparkasse, in a bank account, and they don't have any right to touch it. So this payment is just staying, it is just there, and when you are moving out, they have to pay it back. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about this getting back your deposit, going to court, and tenants association and all of this, because this can happen to you as well. This is and it is not happening because maybe you are a student or you just start to work or you're a foreigner. It is happening to everyone, and that's why this if you don't know anything about this is maybe your time to go and maybe check their link. I'm going to put their link in the session below, so maybe you can just go and check, and maybe send an email to them and ask them. They can also help you. I don't think you have to be member to get help, but maybe you need to pay a little bit payment. I'm not so sure, but they are really good people, and they are educated, well educated, and they know what they are doing. So that's why I wanted to share this with you. I hope this helps some of you guys, and don't be scared by going to court, because even if you pay a little bit at the beginning, you are going to get all of your money back. Thank you so much for watching me today, and I hope you enjoyed. I hope it helped you. Every day I'm still learning something, and I want to share all of my experience here with you guys. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel. I hope you enjoyed, and this was a helpful video for you, and yeah, see you on my next video. Ciao.